Creators, this is the call to the age of creators. You know who you are. If you're gravitating to this now moment, whenever you find this, you are a creator. We all are. But those who have a gravitation, a resonance to find this now moment, this is a message that you are a creator. So, how do we create? Every thought, word, deed, every use of your imagination is creating. But the most importantly is you have to step out of the sleepy zone, the land of forgetfulness that most of us found ourselves at, forgetting and getting caught up in a loop of memorizing, an age of, we're leaving an age of memorizing. Memorizing what happened yesterday, memorize what's in a book, memorizing what someone told you is the way things create, and stepping into the age of remembering that you are the creator, and that if you indeed memorize what happened yesterday, then it will happen again. If you indeed memorize what's in a book, then that's what will be your truth, okay? So the truth will set you free, that what you find inside yourself, your desires, what you hear within from your inner voice, and then you literally give access to that. So you're focusing in on what you're hearing from within. Just hearing from within quantum entangles your focus to particleize right here and create that. It's already there. The creation's already finished. But when we focus out of the quantum realm where everything is happening at once, you tap in with your antenna to a desire or to what your higher self is telling you. That focus then creates it in front of you. You have that experience. If you don't have that experience right away, it's because you're just not lined up to that moment. It's going to happen in the next few moments when you're in a resonant match with that what you just focused in on. But for those of you who are stepping into creatorship and remembering who you are going to have more instant ability just to dial in with your antenna to a higher self command or a higher self desire or a higher self vision that you're having. There's that level. You can also just imagine, right? You can imagine something, be playful, be the innocence of the child again, and imagine yourself climbing a ladder. Imagine yourself doing a somersault, and you're going to be in a swimming pool later today doing a somersault. Maybe you haven't figured out how to do it. Maybe you haven't figured out how to do that somersault right here, in front of you or in your body, but it's going to happen one way or another. So whatever access point you're using, your antenna to pull in information from your higher self, your imagination, grand rising everybody, your imagination, and you're just visualizing something, that's going to happen. You just created it. You just lined up in that creation. Okay, so the creation is finished. However, this is a multidimensional experience. So if it is already finished in a higher frequency, and you have to focus in this body, in this avatar to actually experience it, then you have to focus, and then from dialing into it, imagining it, thinking about it, speaking it, it will then actualize itself. So you are creator. No more telling or being in a victim mode of saying, I don't know why this is happening to me. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, everything that's happening to you. You are fulfilling your orders from what you're thinking, what you're speaking, what you're socially commiserating with others about. You just keep experiencing that because you're literally refocusing in on it for it to happen again and again and again. You're watching movies about it. This lower world is all about telling the stories of drama and trauma because it's what has been selling. That's no longer going to be so. There's new movies, there's new types of content of creators like you who are ready to create and bring about new change for this world, the new earth. And again, creation's already finished, but it needs you to focus in on and step in as creator for it to start happening here now for you. And each one of us is having our own creation station experience. We all have our own individual projector out of the pineal gland. And so you may have a different experience than your neighbor or your partner, even though you guys are both in the same room, okay? So that's the first message from inner consciousness right now, is reminding us that we're in the age of creators. Step into that. Speak it, know it, feel it, imagine it, okay? So we're also going to talk about today at Soul School at our 3 Miracles, if you come around Palm Harbor, Florida, where we jump in at 1 o'clock, and we're going to be going over realm 2, the access some Stargates. And so when you want to access behind your 2 eyes into these higher realms of existence, you can imagine yourself there. You can literally use a star to portal through and enter that level of consciousness. So all realms, all everything's happening at once. It's not that things are stacked up on each other. It's just what frequency are you dialed into and are you able to actually experience here right now? So today we're going over realm 2, which is all about entering through the Stargates, going through the firmament, through the Stargates, and accessing this higher plane of existence that has literal portals, stars. You go through those star portals to enter Arcturian consciousness, to enter Syrian consciousness, to enter Palladian, Alcyone, whatever point you're going in, you're going to go through, and then you're going to access that consciousness. Some of you are actually going to see yourself doing things, communicating, like you're really in the scene when you close your eyes, going through that star portal. Some of you are just going to get downloads. You're going to talk to consciousness at large. Ultimately, this is all you. You're having a big experience of different packets of consciousness. And these higher level of consciousness beyond this experience we have found ourselves on what we call Earth in realm 1, when we go to realm 2 into these, through the star portals to these other access points of consciousness, you may find that you're going to have higher information, meaning information that's more based on love and neutrality and wholeness, or how to correct what's been going on in a below the firmament in a land of duality and polarity. It's a great experience, an experiment we've all been on, to be in a polarity situation where we first landed in a sea of, we came through a sea of forgetfulness, and we landed in a place that was everything that you were not. And so you had to discern and wake up your soul consciousness to say, wait, that doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like based on love. It just doesn't feel right. And so you had to say no to a lot of things and start stepping into creator right away. Stepping back into the knowing that doesn't feel right. I'm actually going to say no to that and say yes to something else. So those of you who had parents who kept your imagination alive, were really helping you to stay in play and imagination. Maybe they kept you off of vaccines and things like that. Whatever it was, they helped steer you, keeping you in that wholeness, love vibration. Well done. Others of you who had a more contrast, it was not that pretty, you still had an awesome opportunity. You actually get more points in the game when you had, some adversity, because you grew your character. You actually strengthened, your heart. You strengthened your ability to actually persevere, and you actually gain more light. We come into this experience sometimes choosing adversity because beyond the forgetfulness, in the remembering above realm 1, when you have full remembrance beyond this place, which you do, everything, you're setting things up, whether it was just from the way you needed it to spiral in because of how your resonant frequency of light needed to actually come in with certain adversity, or you chose it to come in with that, to right a wrong of a different timeline, to balance that energy. Whatever it was, that adversity coming here, waking up to it and choosing something different gives you more strength. So well done for those of you who've had that experience. Okay, my last thing I want to give to you guys is that a light body presence challenge. So you are full light, okay? This body, which essentially is all coming from the same place, this body you're utilizing, however, you're bringing the soul that you are into it. You're bringing that life force into it. That life force is eternal. This body can be eternal. Most people have no idea about that, so they just lay it to rest and send it back when they pop out. We aren't going to go there right now, but the challenge is for you to sit up in your bed, AM and PM, right when you're going to bed, feeling drowsy, sit up. Don't fall asleep yet. And then right when you get up in the morning, before you start your day, sit up. And you're going to practice your imagination, using your imagination to see things occur. See things amazing. Use your imagination and see amazing things going on for yourself and others. Spend at least 5, 10, go deeper, 20 minutes, as long as you can. Even if it's a minute, you're going to find that this light body challenge, you're actually going to see those things occur right away. If you pay attention, it might be a little bit not exactly how you imagined it, but the more you put presence behind your two eyes, you're pouring in light into the scenery, the blueprint, you're going to experience that when you open your eyes. What's happening is most people spend most of their time looking at this phone right now. You're watching me. You're staring at a phone. You're staring at a TV before the phones. You're staring at a book before that. And you're staring out what's in front of you, memorizing what's in front of you instead of meditating and closing your eyes and seeing things that you desire. And then going and experience a day. That's the way we're meant to do this. We're meant to spend time within more often and then go without to have this field experience. So it's time to reel things back in, bring all your power and your light back, come into presence, come into the light show that you build behind your two eyes, and then experience what it's like to be a creator here in this experiment. So let me know how it goes. Stay tuned for the next one. I hope you have a magical day.